Today I'm reviewing the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Tone Brightening Capsule Ampoule. And really quick, I just want to say this video is brought to you today by my newsletter. Be sure to subscribe to it. Check out the links below and check out my newsletter. I'm doing giveaways. I've got some fun stuff. And yeah, I've got some kind of expensive goodies to give away too. So be sure to sign up for it. Okay, on to today's video. This product I picked up a while ago and have been enjoying it. It's kind of a unique product. The nice thing is a little bit of this one goes a super long way. So it might look kind of pricey at first, but it's super affordable. It's ridiculous how good of a deal this stuff is. So, okay, so they say improve dull and tired skin with this lightweight yet powerful toner infused with made white, which is an ingredient made of Madagascar Centella extracts and niacinamide for brightening, hydrating, and skin soothing. Additional ingredients of papaya and apple extracts provide gentle exfoliation to reveal smooth, supple, and even-toned skin. And when you come to me about any product that might be brightening or help with hyperpigmentation, I'm all over it. And it's still there, my melasma and things like that. It's still there. I don't know. How many products do I think I've tried at this point for that? I don't know. I want to say 30, maybe 40. And frighteningly, maybe even more. And it's still there. So if you can stop it and prevent it from happening, you're going to be so much better off than trying to correct it later on. It's so difficult, especially melasma to treat. It's so difficult. So anyway, if you can stop it, take my word, use sunscreen and don't mess around with it. Okay, in terms of the packaging, it comes in a glass bottle with a dropper on it. So no issues with that. I wish it were an opaque bottle, but anyway, because it's got some good antioxidant in there. So if you pick this up, keep it in your cabinet away from light exposure. In terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those. It's also fragrance-free and has no noticeable scent, which is nice. The manufacturing location for this one is Korea, so no issues with that. So it's interesting. They kind of label this as a toner, and it's packaged appropriately size-wise for a toner because it's large. Like a normal serum would be like an ounce. So it's kind of like an ampoule, but they mean it to be used as a toner. I kind of use this in between my toner and serum as kind of like an extra step. So you definitely don't have to do that, but I like to do that because, especially in my evening routine, when I can layer more stuff, and somehow when I wake up in the morning, it's all soaked in. Yeah, so, okay, so you can apply in the morning and or evening after cleansing, toning, and essences. You can use this before serums or in place of serums if you have skin that's on the oilier side. So I will say it does have little capsules in it. They acknowledge that. About a half a pipette is enough to cover my face and neck. So I will say if you use this in your morning routine, you're going to want to apply sunscreen over it. Make sure to smooth this in and make sure those capsules burst, because if they do not, they leave a little bit of lumpiness and it can end up pilling. So you want to make sure, excuse me. So if you're going to use this in your morning routine, you want to make sure to give it a good smooth over and blend it and let it soak in, because if not, it's not going to look very pretty. If you use it in your evening routine and there's a little bit of pilling, not as big of a deal. You're going to sleep usually, so it's not much of an issue. But if you don't and you apply sunscreen over it, it can pill. I did see a few reviews of people mentioning pilling under sunscreen. I have a feeling it's not necessarily from the serum as much as just the capsule around the capsules in here and the texture and things that they have. So keep that one in mind. Slightly watery texture. It does take a little bit of time to absorb. And then after that, I move on to my moisturizer serums. And I prefer using this one in my evening routine as well. Okay, let me talk about the beneficial ingredients. This bottle will last me forever. With the half a pipette being enough to cover my face and neck, it's going to last forever. There's some products that I use right up, and some of them, they take me forever, even though I love them and use them all the time. They just, like, this bottle is very large. It's 3.5 ounces, and I use it like a serum, so it's almost like 3.5 times the normal serum. So, okay, antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So we've got niacinamide, anti-acne, skin brightening ingredient. We've got tranexamic acid, good ingredient to fade skin discolorations, may also help with redness. May be helpful for many different types of skin discoloration, such as melasma and hyperpigmentation. It's also occasionally orally prescribed for dark spots. I've never tried it, but I believe some of those, like Curology type websites might prescribe it orally. I don't know. It's also been used orally, I believe, for bleeding and things like that. So, okay, then we've got betaine, which is a humectant. We've got Centella asiatica, antioxidant, skin soothing, wound healing. Also can help with eczema. We got mannitol, which is a humectant. We've got panthenol, skin soothing, wound healing. Madecassoside, antioxidant, wound healing, skin protecting, helps with redness, protects skin from UV rays. We've got arginine, which is a skin identical ingredient. And then finally, we've got xyluglucoside and hydroxylatol. Xylitol and glucose, which are all humectants. We've got ethyl ascorbic acid, which is a vitamin C derivative that's stable and may have abilities to brighten skin and protect it from UV damage. And then finally, we've got lactobacillus ferment, which is a soothing probiotic, which also protects skin from UV damage. So a nice list of brightening ingredients and antioxidants and soothing ingredients in their very nice list. In terms of animal testing, this is cruelty-free as well as vegan. So in terms of performance, I would say adding this has been somewhat helpful. I like the fact that I can add this in without having to take anything else out. That's a big priority of mine. I'd love to get to the 100-step routine and start that as a trend, right? The 3-hour evening routine by Novius Beauty, right? The routine that takes 3 hours with 100 layers.
It sounds like every night.
Anyway. Okay, so there's some reviews online from people that say they didn't notice any brightening. For true brightening to occur, you really need to be very patient. Give each product 2 to 3 months to work, and it depends on how many other brightening products you might have tried before, and things like my melasma may never really get that much better. And then you also must be using sunscreen to prevent new damage from forming. So I'm curious as how some of these people were using in their routines, and were they using the proper preventing ingredients and things like that. You just don't know. So that being said, not every type of hyperpigmentation responds to every different type of treatment. So in terms of what this promises, a fast-absorbing ampule that will provide with clear and brightened skin, I'd agree that it'll help with one of those things. I don't think this is the fastest absorbing product. It's finally pretty much soaked into my hand, but it's not super fast absorbing. So I wouldn't say it's fast absorbing, but it does help with brightness and things like that. So that's nice. So, okay. So for acne prone skin, there's no ingredients of note. So that's wonderful. For the price, so this is 100 milliliters, 3.5 ounces, and retails for $15. So it's pretty good. I would say this bottle with daily use would probably last me maybe 3 to 4 months. So that's nice. In terms of the it factor, it's not a must-have for me, but it's a nice brightening product that can fit easily into your routine. There's some dupes or alternatives, none that in my opinion are very, very close, but some similar ones. The Banabaji Milk Thistle Repair Serum, the Herb Note Snail Repair Ampule, the Ampoule N Ceramide Shot Ampule, and the Rovectin Cica Care Clearing Ampule, and the Cynic Hyaluronic Acid Ampule are some dupes or similar alternatives. So with a 10 being a perfect score, I have this one a 9. Overall, it's a very nice product and worth it for a lot of people to be able to add in their routine and see if it might help or not. And just make sure to smooth it in and burst out those capsules if you're using it under sunscreen. Otherwise, you won't be happy later on in the day or while you apply your sunscreen. So anyway, interested hearing from you guys if you had a chance to check this one out yet or not. And if you have what your thoughts are, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.